Hello to anyone watching. This is Munchkin Adversary. I'm going to be doing somewhat of a showcase because there is a new victim of harassment and drama that I'm going to be talking about. Someone who's been slandered, much like my friend Root Sonic93. I've been talking to Goth Nebula for quite a while, if not longer. And one of the reasons why is because she has come to me for help. She has seen where I've been actually talking about what Sonic93 has been going through because she is a victim of one of the same people who went after her. I'm talking about Dumbsville. I'm going to elaborate more on things in my next video because this is too much to talk about in one video. And I say this to you all right now. If you are a victim of any sort, you know you're a victim. Please speak. Problems don't just run away. You have to speak. If you can't do it on your own, please seek help. If someone is refusing to help you, then you have a right to call that person out. And I mean, if you're telling the truth, you also have to be telling the truth. If you're lying about being a victim and you know that, if you know that, stop it. You have no right to pretend to be a victim. That's what people did to my friend Root. That's what people have done to Goth Nebula. They've gaslit them. Please, this world that we live in with so many problems, especially in the United States and elsewhere, these issues are taken over. You have folks who take pleasure in victimizing others and making themselves look good. Now, the Encyclopedia Dramatica is no stranger when it comes to that. I will go to that soon. Encyclopedia Dramatica slandered Goth Nebula, comparing her to Akai Jane. Wikitubia is scapegoating YoshiWii1 to slander AmyChan, Sonic93, and a past victim in YoshiWii1 called Angel. Both Goth Nebula and YoshiWii1 are confirmed to be autists. So, why did I put that there? Well, because you have folks who acknowledge that other people have a certain condition or they have certain obstacles, and then for some reason they proceed to cause problems for them. And it's like, why? Why do you do that? Oh, they're pretending. Oh, they're making excuses. And so, are they not allowed to be autistic? Are they not allowed to take responsibility and still be artistic when it comes to certain things they may know that they've done wrong because they have a certain awareness? What is it? What are you talking about? Goth Nebula, she doesn't like criticism and all that. And Sonic93, she doesn't like listen to anybody, even though what? What are you trying to say? Well, she's a criminal, and Goth Nebula, she's what? This is the thing. I've read some stuff like that, and I'm just thinking, you're making this stuff up. You know they're not guilty. You don't have a right to sit there and accuse someone of making excuses, even though people do it, because Dumbsville, he has autism, but he's made so many excuses and he's lied. So when it comes to Goth Nebula, there's a difference. How? Well, here's the thing. She doesn't go around attacking people. You folks pretended she did by making this stuff up here, and it's like you use her real name to get her attention, like the perverted nerds you are. And then you put this right here. I really look like Salma Hayek. I was thinking, like, hey, is this not racist? I go look up Salma Hayek. Who is this? Mexican-American actress and film producer. So, do you know whether or not Goth Nebula is Mexican? Even if she were, why do this? Is it because she's hypothetically Mexican? What? How does she look like Salma Hayek? You have Salma Hayek right here, who has a different face than Goth Nebula. You might get a similar vibe, because they're both beautiful, of course. But what is it? What is it about Salma Hayek, if I pronounce the name right, I'm sorry, that gives you Goth Nebula vibes or vice versa to sit there and mock her with this and then pretend, oh, you're speaking against her by saying, okay, whatever, Goth Nebula. She never said she looked like that. You did. You basically called her beautiful. But you're also being racist. Do you care? No, you're too stupid. And then you use her real name? For what? You know, it reminds me how people kept using my friend Ruth's name and then, oh, they did me a favor by not mentioning her name anymore. They're probably going to do it again out of spite because they're too stupid and scared to actually confess. So, what's up with that? And then, too, as I showcase this, I noticed the other day that someone had the nerve to put Sonic93 and her friend AmyChan harassed a person under the username YoshiWii1 in a video. A third person named Angel spoke late. Get down. That messed me up. A third person named Angel spoke later in the video and called YoshiWii1 a twisted fuck. The reason for the video is because he loved a ship called Sun Amy, in which he had an alternate version of Amy Rose, and was upset at a club on DeviantArt named Sun Amy Haters. Though this is because Yoshi found hate groups against parents immature. I know this says controversies, but this is not a controversy. This is a straight up lie. You slandered Sonic93 yet again, this time slandering AmyChan, this time slandering Angel, a YoshiWii1 victim from the past, and you scapegoat YoshiWii1 because he never told you to lie for him. So what up? What up with that, huh? So let's go right here. Because again, I'm showcasing. I'm going to talk about this stuff in other videos. This right here. This is the new one. This is the old one. Before they changed it. You have like a source right here. The one thing that gives it away that you are lying. We go to this video right here. You people are telling me that you've had the video there for so long and you haven't been actually watching it, but rather picking out things from it. We see this, right? You see this. 1:45. 1:45. 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 15 seconds. Let's go to this video right here. Same amount, right? Right here. This is the same video. We go right here. This is me talking about the same video. But, wait. So, because it's the same video, they're claiming that Angel, YoshiWii1, not YoshiWii1, Angel, Sonic93, and AmyChan were all in it on harassing YoshiWii1. They were vague about Angel, but it's still fake. It's still a lie. This is the first mention of YoshiWii1 victim Angel. And this is her right here speaking out against them. So if you watch the video and you have it as a ref, but not a citation, why are you lying? So let's go right here.
Yoshkaka, right? Also
That is the girl I'm talking about. The YoshiWii1 victim.
known as Angel. I bet you do. You remember when she was talking to you about gay people and you just randomly said this to her?
I will admit it to you right now that I am actually glad that God gave me the ability to feel sexual excitement.
I say this right now. I do apologize because I did not really sit right with AmyChan using this type of voice for YoshiWii1. Yes, it was AmyChan and not Sonic93. Even though Sonic93 has it in this video. But this was when they were calling him out and they really did not appreciate what they've done. I get it. They basically were calling him out, trying to put him in his place. But at the same time, this type of mockery and stuff, I didn't really see all what YoshiWii1 was going through until I saw all that other stuff, especially on DeviantArt. But regardless, this doesn't mean that Sonic93 and AmyChan were harassing YoshiWii1. No, it doesn't. Did AmyChan do something to YoshiWii1 on her end? Yes. But this is not something that Sonic93 condoned outside of what was in this video.
Because it relaxes me and makes me feel good. I am so sorry if that makes you feel uncomfortable since you are a girl.
Yoshi. First of all, that's disgusting, boy. And, I don't know if you know this, but Angel is a 16-year-old girl. And you're 20. You just said that to a minor.
Now, I say this right now. Wikitubia, whoever you are who's doing this, did you not see that part? Did you not hear that part? Did you not hear what came out of AmyChan's mouth? Are you calling her a liar? Are you suggesting that Sonic93 and AmyChan and Angel were lying about YoshiWii1? Is that what you're saying? Do you ever proofread your stupidity? Let's do it.
How does that make you feel? Oh, but wait. You think Matyoshka Ka has a crush on you, just because she made a rant about you. Yeah, okay, you're gonna say me and Sonic93 do now because of this video, right? But really, all of this stuff, my lord, boy,
I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to go to 559, where Angel actually speaks against YoshiWii1. Let's do this.
Get over it. She wants nothing to do with you.
Now that we pretty much covered up the creepy part of Yoshi, the last thing we're gonna do right now is letting yet another special guest to take over for a little bit before we're ending the video. You guys might take a guess of whom it is, but it's Matyoskarai/Matyoskaka100, aka Angel, from DeviantArt and YouTube that was dealing with Yoshi in the very beginning. Okay, Yoshi, on this video, what we said about her, do you still think she has a crush on you? Just listen, I doubt you will, what she has to say about this whole thing. If you still think she has a crush on you after hearing her final words about you, then all I can say is, keep dreaming on, boy! This is what she really thinks about you. Okay, Angel, it's all yours now. Alright, so here are the last thoughts I will ever have for this dude. At least until my video finally gets posted on the channel. I've never hated someone. Ever. But now, I can legitimately say that I despise him with all my soul. So, at first I thought he was just your typical broken record of a fan brat who would do anything to protect his precious Tsunami and just had invalid arguments because he didn't really do his research. However, after doing that investigation myself through his gallery, along with a few of my other friends, I realized that this is something much more serious. Clearly, from all the things you have seen in this video, this is absolutely no denying that Yoshi is not who he makes himself out to be. His mannerisms, his likes, his absolute dislikes, and all of those pictures he faked, it shows him how much of a sick shit he is. And I don't care how you fans of him want to defend him, but don't believe another word he says, because he is a twisted fuck.
There you go. It's not the first time Angel calls him such. But do you think about why? Did you think about why she called him that? I stop it right here. Again, I'm going to revisit this stuff in one or more of my other videos. Because this is going to be a three-parter, if not a two-parter. But now I'm just thinking to myself, with all that said, with all this going on, and especially this stuff right here, how do you have the actual truth, the evidence against your own claims on Sonic93, AmyChan, and Angel in this video? How do you have this and then lie about it? How do you have the evidence against yourselves on the Wikitubia speaking against you while you lie about Sonic93? That's stupid. That's like me opening up my own account to put an Encyclopedia Dramatica page on someone named Bob and then saying he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I have like a video proving that Bob is pretty intelligent when it comes to math, science, and literature, versus me. And that's not even a good comparison, but whatever. How can you be stupid? What you have in that video that they made that, hold on. I'm going to shout out to Stories the Mothbird, by the way, for having us up there. Thank you. How can you possibly be so stupid to have this video on the Wikitubia page, whoever put it up there? Well, actually, maybe it's not the person who put it up. I don't know. But you have it right there, and you're saying that Sonic93 and her friend AmyChan, they're not even friends anymore, first of all. Sonic93 kicked her to the curb. But you gaslight them both. And then you got Angel, who was a past victim of YoshiWii1, and you are literally pointing out that she's quote-unquote part of the three who harassed YoshiWii1. I didn't say that. I said a third person named Angel spoke later in the video and called YoshiWii1 a twisted fuck. You left it open for people to see that she is how you interpret her, as a harasser. You didn't say it, but you literally lied by omission. So shut up. You lied. You weaponized YoshiWii1 again. Is YoshiWii1 telling you to do this? Did he tell you to defend him? Did MelodySugarplum tell you to defend her? You're liars, whoever you are. Why are you so afraid that you have to keep this up here? Oh, but you told us that she doesn't like your name being... I know what I said. I'm not your king. I'm another human being just like you. But you're going around messing with lives of other human beings. And for what? You clowns think you're so tough. Why don't you speak? You love to gaslight victims? Why don't you speak? Make a video. I dare you. You people on the Encyclopedia Dramatica who love to go after folks, make a video and tell me to my face or wherever, however, that you don't care. Do it. Because if you don't, let's just say I'm playing your game. If you don't, you lose. You're proving to me that you're even more afraid. Because you never made a video saying, I made this, I did this page, and this is what we're saying, because we don't care. If you don't care, just say you don't care. Don't pretend to care and come up with this onomatopoeia BS. Oh, they didn't. No, they didn't. Don't pretend to be, wannabe, dramatic, overly stupid, generic anime characters. You are Gary Stews and Mary Sue's, ironically. Because guess what? One of you idiots, if not more of you, called Goth Nebula a Mary Sue. But you also called her a good Sue specifically. And you came up with all this stuff right here to be racist and stuff. Why? How is this appropriate? How is this appropriate, huh? Go right here. And you're telling me y'all don't like to proofread, but you like to social juggernaut people. I'm going to read this. Well, hold on. Bear with me. Because again, I'm going to talk about Dumbsville soon. But mostly another video. This is where I read this. From her. This is Goth Nebula again. Because when I asked her, I said, hey, about your photo on the Encyclopedia Dramatica, do you find the caption for it to be racist against you? She said, yup, just like my cravings with Bash and Sally Acorn and my Sonami fanfics was too much. Mostly yes. To be fair, I wouldn't compare it to such because Goth Nebula was not all hostile and disgusting with whatever you made her think she did. You folks were puppeteering her own emotions, much like you did to my friend Root. You people are abusers. You people on Encyclopedia Dramatica and the Wikitubia, you're abusers. I'm not talking about every single person. I'm talking about the ones who do what I showed. Why? You think you can control another human being. Why don't you say it in the video? Say it in the video. I dare you. You thought it. Whatever thoughts you have, put it in the video and tell me and everybody in public that you don't give a darn about anyone but yourselves, because that's how you are. Why are you so afraid to say it, huh? Go ahead. NA? Imposter? Roman? Say it. You're so bad. Go ahead and say it. You mysterious, glorious, beautiful, heroic idiots up here. Say it. Go on ahead. You like to mess with Goth Nebula? You like to mess with YoshiWii1 like he's your hero and savior when he didn't ask for it? Because you're trying to protect yourselves. You don't care about YoshiWii1. Say it. Because this is you right here. You are, I'm sorry, but I have to point it out. You are basically this person right here, and anybody else who's been following him, and anyone who's actually been paying attention to the whole incident with the White House showing that picture of Trump as the Pope. And you know that the Catholics, they were actually upset about that. This is basically what you folks do. The ones who are harassing Sonic93 and Goth Nebula and everyone else. You do this stuff. You're narcissistic idiots who are afraid of your own shadow, but you want everybody to love you. You hide behind us. You pick your targets, and act like nothing's going on in the whole world. People are suffering. What are you doing to help people to get through the day? Oh, well, I help this person. Oh, you're being selective. You're selective with your victims, huh? You like to help people on one side and then victimize others. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've seen that before. When you help some people just to ego boast. He's doing it. Trump is. This has nothing to do with sides. You don't even need to slander me and say, oh, I'm not being political. I'm pointing out the truth. I'm pointing out the fact of the matter that we are forced to listen to people like him and folks at the White House who literally throw tantrums 24/7 and keep saying, woe is me, love us, and try to offer us cupcakes so we laugh with them and pick their sides. So if you want to know what type of person I am, first of all, he's not a Republican. He's a leech. I am not a Republican. I'm more of a centrist type person. My thing is, this is not about sides. But why in the world would you want to gaslight people to the point of trying to groom kids into thinking the election was stolen? And this is a fact check right here. Go now. Yes, it's true. Read it on your own time if you want. But this is what's happening with politics being shoved in our faces constantly. You people who attack Goth Nebula, Sonic93 and others, you folks who weaponize Akai Jane and YoshiWii1 to this day, you are basically that guy. It's pathetic. And we go right here. Again, I'm going to read this stuff in the next video. This is somebody who is commenting, well, was, on Goth Nebula or on DeviantArt, and they, I guess, happen to be a Dumbsville simp. This is what they said right here. Honestly, you blocking me and forcing me to make another account to respond shows how immature you are. All I said was that Dumbsville did a critique on you years ago, and you're still salty about it, which is evident in your post. How can you say something like this? You say, oh, you blocking me and forcing me to make another account. She forced you to make another account? And you want to respond, and this shows how immature Goth Nebula is? How? And your name is ColinTheDegenerate? This is an insult on you. This is a self-insult. This name right here. And you probably know it because you're being a troll. Also, how are his videos like bullies? Can you even word that any more stupid? I get what you're saying. How are his videos bullying you, basically? Because you are bullying her with what you're saying right here. And Dumbsville was bullying her. He knows it. They're more like mentor. Oh my god, this crap. What they pulled on Sonic93. They're more like. Okay, I got some for this. Honestly, you blocking me and forcing to make another account to respond shows how immature you are. All I said was that Dumbsville did a critique on you years ago, and you're still salty about it, which is evident in your post. Also, how are his videos bullying you? Goth Nebula, they're more like mentors, telling you how to improve your work. I've already grown up, and I'm younger than you are, so you should too. And before you give the I have autism excuse, oh my god, not everybody who points it out is making an excuse, you idiot. I've seen people on Dumbsville's comment section say they have it too, and they're nothing like this. Who? Who are you see? How do you know? Are they your friends? I even know 2 people with autism and realize the struggles they go through. 2 people. Not everybody with and without autism is the same. Actually, no 2 people are the same. So what's your point? Also, Dumbsville is making a 3rd video on you. So get ready for that, I guess. Okay, so that's a threat, huh? You're telling her to get ready and just take it and shove it in. Or else. That's why you made this account way back, huh? You literally threatened her. That's what you did. How did this person threaten her? Well, for one, they made a new account just to say this. And they're basically saying, get mad, stay mad, and take it, or else. You people make me sick. Now, moving on to Dumbsville. I'm going to stop it here after this point. Dumbsville, you got this stupid name right here. Why do you have to be so damn racist? If it's supposed to be like a self-racist thing on you, it's stupid. It's kind of sad when every Goth Nebula fanfiction I ranted about almost a year ago is better written than Hunt Down the Freeman. So, why you gotta bring up Goth Nebula, man? Did you have some type of thing for her? You know, much like how you probably had a thing for Sonic93, you and every Joker. I'm not gonna read this right now, especially I don't think Jeremy Wolf has anything with Goth Nebula. I don't remember, but I mean, if they do, I'll read it in the next video for them. But my thing right here is that I'm so sick and tired of you Jokers. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're stupid. But you try to act smart when you're not. And then it's like you have this where you have Hozupinda House 00S, her personal white knight, you know, when it comes to Goth Nebula. Goth Nebula's doppelganger, Doopy Do-Over. It's like, do you feel good? To the person who made this page, or the people who made this page, do you feel good? Are you like relaxing at home, drinking your freaking coffee? Like, I saved the day. I saved everybody. Mom, Dad, I saved people from Goth Nebula. Are you people who made this page right here doing the same thing like, oh, Sonic93, you know, the evil's been vanquished. Oh, how the night's been lifted and we have morning sunshine all day long. You know, like, oh, what a horrible night to have a curse or something like that, like Castlevania. Oh my goodness. You people amaze me. No, you freaking don't. You hurt so many people like this. So, if someone did this to you, all of you idiots who did this to Sonic93 and YoshiWii1, Akai, and Goth Nebula and others, if someone did this to you, how would you feel? I wouldn't do it to you, but I'm just saying, how would you feel? Make a video if you dare. If you're so macho, make a video and explain yourselves. Make a video if you don't care, saying you don't care about Goth Nebula or anybody. You won't do it. Because guess what? When I gave people the chance to actually show real evidence to quote-unquote prove that Sonic93 is guilty, that she's an abuser, she's a manipulator, and she's some type of gaslighter or whatever, a doxer and child groomer, they couldn't prove any of that. They didn't prove it. They had all the time in the world. So you got all the time in the world to actually prove your BS. Go on ahead. Say you don't care. If you were that macho. Because if you tried to go against me, you would not win at your own game. I could sit in one room. There could be 100 of you jokers. And you could sit there and slander me all you want. I'll be smiling in your face. Why? Because if you happen to be religious, I feel sorry for you. If you're an atheist, I still feel sorry for you because I got atheist friends who do not tolerate your BS. So yeah, bring it on. No, don't. I do not care that you don't like me if you don't. It's also because you don't like yourselves. You're crappy. You're liars who deny your own BS. You're scared of facing the truth. You're scared of actually accepting reality and responsibility. So you make these fake names like, I don't know, let's go back. Dumbsville, from Dumbsville on its own. Population rising. You get it, I'm pretty sure. Because the population in Dumbsville is rising every day. And ColinTheDegenerate. You make names like these, and you go around trying to act like heroes. And for what? Why? And you pick on Goth Nebula, and YoshiWii1 and Goth Nebula are both autistic. So, why do this? Why are you being selective? Goth Nebula, she has her interests, and she's been traumatized, but YoshiWii1 was traumatized too, right? So why is YoshiWii1 so special compared to everyone to the point that you wouldn't listen to him when he says, please, let me move on. Stop using my name to antagonize people. Would you still do it? Or are you just waiting for him to say it? Because he never asked you to do it in the first place, right? So let's talk about social juggernauting. Contrary to whether or not someone beat me to this type of term, social juggernauting is basically when one or more brute forcefully shoot down anything anyone says while not giving a darn for the sake of not giving a darn because of emergency self-entitlement. Also includes forms of projecting and gaslighting. While many unhealthy moded adults do it to kids due to stereotypes involving adults being deemed as superior or supreme know-it-all graduates of all life, there are unhealthy moded kids who do it as well. They dismiss your words, feelings, situations, and presence to their heart's content. They may think they are better than you. They may wish they are better than you and admit they aren't, but still don't give a darn and do it anyway. Social juggernauts can include people who also love winning, dodging, gaslighting, interrupting, lying, manipulating, silencing, forceful peer pressure, and controlling. It depends on the extent and degree of offense, as it can also lead to forms of verbal and emotional abuse. And as ridiculous as my label or adopted take may be, these kinds of folks do exist. By description, can an idiot be a social juggernaut? Yes. If their willful dedication to their own stupidity is beyond reasoning with, then yes, especially that. While the word juggernaut is neither exclusive to nor does it originate from Marvel's X-Men or a general fictionality, it is thanks to the Marvel character that I'm able to identify with the metaphorical parallels drawn between him and anyone striving to gain unstoppable egos to their own egotistical decline. Yes, Juggernaut's face. Take a look at MCU Juggernaut. I think it's, yeah. But here's my thing. Why even do this? Why go around antagonizing people and victimizing them? Huh? Do you want peace in this world? Do you care about victims? Or are you selective? Make a video and explain yourselves. Because I tell you this too. The more you do this, the more you are giving away your location, your IP address and stuff when you sit there and post stuff like this and leak people's information. You are committing a hate crime. You know that, right? You're literally exposing yourselves when you do this. Anywho, I'm done for now. I'll see you in the next video. And before I go, I have this to say. YoshiWii1, if you are anywhere online, please speak. Because you are technically a victim. Even though what you have done in the past was very bad, no one had a right to threaten you on DeviantArt with all that terrible stuff. I'm actually gonna link it in my description. No one had a right to do that to you. You have a right to, explore change and move forward and own up and all that stuff. When it comes to you, Akai Jane, no one has a right to demonize you to this day, especially. It's the same with you, Root. If you're out there, please speak. You victims, please speak. Because problems do not just go away on their own and stuff. People are going to keep using your name and crapping on you like a bunch of vultures. Goth Nebula, as hurt as you may be, I know you've been trying to get this off your chest and try to speak against it, much like my friend Root. No one deserves this. These people, they want you all to be afraid because they're afraid. When they silence you or even try to, that means they're scared of reality. They're scared of themselves. Don't give in. See you in the next episode. Muskin Adversary out.